I have risen from the dead to bring you this important announcement. Plants are back. Oh yes, plants are back, baby. Thanks to the awesome player base that is out there, and for when I finally turned my attention towards the game, at last, after for so long, of just being just kind of just seeing all of it, tired of it, and pissed at it, because of how ridiculous the game is now. But wanted to bring you something special, something old school. Da-da-da-da! Plants. Now this is basically two-card quasar. More like, how about this? Quasar eat your heart out kind of deck. There, that's how we'll do it. But this is just a base build that I just kind of like threw together in like 3 seconds. So I know there's going to be a lot of people saying, "Why you playing yeah, I'm such a pro. Yeah, hoping you know." Yeah, I would imagine that would probably be happening. That or it'll be like those few random people that go, "You know what? My deck's so much better than that. I've been playing plants for how long? Well, this is my build, so you shut your damn mouth and just watch the video. If you don't like it, leave." Now that that's out of the way, we have, of course, the Heart and Soul, Dandelion, Lone Fire, and Spore. The heart and soul of the deck. If one of these components were to be saved, provoked, removed, then I don't know what this deck would be. It would be a mishmash of just complete garbage if one of these randomly became banned for no reason. So then, now, of course, with that comes also the teleport engine, which would be the 2 Krabans and the 2 Commanders. Now, it kind of sucks that Commander's a tuner, but at the same time he's Earth, so it kind of helps out. And then there's also Spell Striker, because Spell Striker is Spell Striker. Soaking up them spells and giving your opponent no advantage whatsoever. And the fact that you can poke your opponent directly for Beagles is kind of hilarious. So then we also have my tech in here is, well, I think some people will be teching this more later on as they come to play the deck, is Cosmo Beat. Just that one random Cosmo Beat, and as you see by my strange mishmash at the bottom, you'll see what I'm talking about. And just really needed. Just one up's fine. You don't need any more than that. Because I also run one Flake Spreader, because he is awesome like that. So, yeah. And then we have 3 DDRs, because Power Tool Dragon and DDR are best friends forever. And then we got Foolish and 3 Instant Fusions. Now, I did 3 because MST is a gigantic card in the game right now, and you really need to set up those plays to set up your back row to really just kind of let it in your opponent. So if you like draw 2 or 3 turn 1, you can like set 1 and then set a bunch of back row and pass. And then if your opponent hits it by mistake, it's like, "Oh, fuck you, you wasted an MST for no reason." That's what you get for blindly playing it. Then again, you kind of have to in a deck like this. And speaking of which, we got 2 MSTs. Might just take them out altogether later on. And of course, the brokenest of brokens, the brodiest of bros, the 6th Sense of the 6th Sense, Soul Charge. Basically, it's a rekindling that's for all decks. So everybody's going to be running it, and that's why everybody's buying Dragons of the Legend. But for those of you who have been snoozing at the button like I have, basically targeting a number of creatures in your graveyard to summon them, and if you do, you lose 1,000 life points for each monster special summoned by this effect. Although you can't conduct your battle phase during the turn you activate it, and you can only just activate once a turn. So, it's not that broken, quote unquote, but it is still very fucking busted. It's the only reason why you can make 2 Quasars in this deck. It's the only reason why. And you can make it on the first turn if you damn well please. Granted, you had the nuts, but speaking of which, hoping it out with Upstart Reckless, because apparently Hoban is a meme now, so we're just going to do the living fuck out of it till it just becomes so to the point where everybody's seen it, tired of it, and pissed at it. Because everybody's been doing this before Hoban has been, but apparently as soon as Hoban does it, it becomes his thing. It becomes the thing that we label him for. And I don't know why, but apparently it has to be that way. Apparently. And then we got 3 Dark Bribes, because Dark Bribe is Dark Bribe, and negating spells and traps is really crucial in this game. Because, per se, your opponent has like a creature swap. No. You can draw a card, but I say fuck your creature swap. Oh, and guess what? I'm a counter spell, so I'm speed spell 1. So, John, Fallen Judgment is banned, so unless you got another Dark Bribe or 7 Fools of Banner or some shit like that, no, negated. Speaking of negation, we got Divine Wrath for those pesky effect failures. Not that it really hurts you much, but still, I mean, if it's preventing you from all king, so be it. But still, that is a Quasar. And I mean, the thing you would probably have to worry about getting hit is probably melee. That's the big thing, is melee. If melee gets hit, then, well, balls. And then, of course, to finish it off, we got 3 trap stuns because fuck back row. Because I'll make back row to combat your back row and turns to combat your back row for all eternity. And then our instant fusion targets, which is fusionists. Get it? I don't either. And our mateys, I kind of chose my extra deck based around what the creature lineup is, and it's kind of depressing to see all these tuners and, and not as many non-tuners, because the only non-tuners you have is 2 Lone Fires, a Dandelion, and 3 Spell Strikers. That's it. This is the best we can do, folks. Because that's only like, what, 6 monsters compared to the other 9? For no damn reason. And then speaking of which, we have Armory Arm because extra damage is cool. Black Rose because Black Rose is Black Rose. Colossal Fighter because killing them with their own Max C is just absolutely hilarious. Formula because that's needed. Mistbird, that's needed. Power Tool for the OTK. And the only reason why I want 2 Quasars is because of Soul Charge. If the Soul Charge didn't exist, I would be only running 1. Well, maybe 2 just for shits and giggles, but besides the point. And then 1 shooting and 1 Stardust, just in case if 1 dies, then they would bring out this or that. That'd be cool. And the Heart and Soul Melee. I don't think you need 3 melees because you only have so many Earth level 3s. You only have 5. Well, actually 6. I'm sorry, 6. But that's it. And this is a combo deck anyways, so if your combo falls apart, you might as well just say scoop, go to game 2, or concede the match or something. But, I mean, unless it's like a versatile version of Plant. I mean, Gigabyte is kind of that way, but I mean, if you want to add in stuff like Bottomless and whatnot, then please be my guest. But this is just a base build. But after seeing some interesting footage of the new Quasar combo that someone else made, that surprisingly that Asian Eyes didn't take credit for, which is surprising in my eyes. But anyways, yeah, the combo goes like this. If it's basically a 2-card Quasar, but it's a 3-card double Quasar. and we'll just say you have, per se, Spell Striker, Instant Fusion, and Soul Charge in this case in your hand. And you go, okay, you play Instant Fusion, and then you go ahead and play no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No, I'm thinking wrong. Is per se, you have Lone Fire, Soul Charge, and your Emergency Teleport. There we go. That's the more correct term. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of a totally different combo. It's my bad. But you go Emergency Teleport, grab your commander, and then you go ahead and summon Lone Fire, dig out another Lone Fire, dig out Dandelion, and then overlay Commander and Dandelion, because two tuners clearly make a black person, which would be Melee, and then Melee, get back Lone Fire, pitch Melee, and then get Spore, because it's awesome how Melee is a plant, and then, of course, Dandy triggers, and then Dandy gets you 2 Dandy tokens. See how dandy that is? No, never mind. But now you have a Lone Fire, 2 tokens, and a Spore on the field. Now you sync up with one of the tokens with Spore, and make Formula, draw a card, doesn't matter what it is. Well, I mean, not to an extent, but hey, you know. But now you have Formula, Lone Fire, and a token left on the field, but you also have Lone Fire and Spore in the graveyard. So what you do then is you go ahead and banish the Lone Fire in the graveyard to such some Spore. Spore comes back as a level 4. Synchro with the Lone Fire and make Power Tool Dragon. And then Power Tool Dragon activates its effect to grab you one of your DDRs if you haven't drawn it already. And then you will go ahead and activate DDR, grab back your Lone Fire, and then Lone Fire tribute itself to get back the one and only Cosmo Beat. Then Cosmo Beat will sync up with your last token to make Mistbird Colossus. Colossus will, let's per se they have a Yamato on the field, and then you just go ahead, waste their turtle. Doesn't matter. But you go ahead and then sync up your level 3 Mistbird, your level 7 Power Tool, and your level 2 Formula. That's 12. You make Quasar. Then you activate Soul Charge. You pay 3,000. However, it's worth it because then you get back those 3 Synchro monsters you just used. Make another Quasar. And then set your Dark Bribes because you're a dick that way. So that's the way I envision it. So that's the way I see double Quasar turn 1. What do you do against that? What do you do against 2 Quasars? One's easier to get out of than 2. But if it's backed up by Dark Bribes, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, 2 negations per turn? And if somehow one of them dies, okay, get a Shooting Star. Oh, Shooting Star dies again, guess what? Oh, get Stardust Dragon. And the funny thing is that Shooting Star Dragon's actually plausible in this deck because of how many fucking tuners you run. Because you run 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 tuners. 7 goddamn tuners. Jesus Christ! But, man, that's... I don't know. This is just a rough draft build, like I said before, but this is just a kind of, like... It's like a little discussion on this whole combo that I found out today by just randomly just going onto YouTube for no goddamn reason. Now, if you want to make this deck competitive, I don't know, but I think this is a strong start to work with. I mean, you could just kind of mold it into your own little thing. If you like traps, hey, take out traps and put in more traps. Because I'll use my traps to combat your traps. you know? Because wearing Yu-Gi-Oh, it's always fucking Mirror Force. Always fucking Mirror Force. Every goddamn time. It's that one set card that you, for some reason, can't get rid of, and he flips it over, and it's a Mirror Force, and you can't do shit about it, and then you lose everything. Yu-Gi-Oh! How the cards, nigga! But, yeah, that's, again, this is just my take on the build, personally. And I'm just going nuts right now because I've been working third shift. I've been up for 15 hours, operating on 4 hours of sleep, and I'm just kind of losing. And enough from strength from the subject, there's 20 different times. But, yeah, if you like it, give it a thumbs up. This is just like a rough draft video anyways, as I said a billion times already. So, if you like it, thumbs up. If you don't like it, too bad, so sad. Piss and moan about it all you want. In the end, it's still here. But, that is my video. And I'll talk to you guys later.